In this video, we are going to talk about Archimedes principle. Alright, Archimedes principle states that when a body is partially or completely immersed in a fluid, it experiences an upward force known as upthrust, which is equal to the weight of fluid displaced. In that case, we are going to look at these three diagrams very carefully. This body is attached to a string, and the string is hanged like this and weighed in air. So we call it, the tension in this string is the same thing as the weight of objects in air. So weight of objects in air is equal to mass of object multiplied by acceleration due to gravity. And then this will equal to density of objects, volume of objects multiplied by acceleration due to gravity. But in this case, let me put a bracket here. In this case, the object is completely immersed in a fluid. So it means that the weight registered here will be given to this tension, and that tension will be equal to the weight of object when immersed in a fluid. It is no longer the same thing as the weight of object in air. Before we look at this at all, we will look at the upthrust, that is the upward force on this object. So upthrust here is equal to density of this fluid multiplied by volume of objects multiplied by acceleration due to gravity. Alright, now why are we using volume of object here? We are doing that because the whole object is completely immersed in a fluid. Now here we have upthrust here equals to density of fluid, volume of object immersed multiplied by acceleration due to gravity. Why are we using volume of object immersed here? Not all the part of the object is completely immersed in the fluid. Therefore, the volume of object immersed is always less than volume of objects. Now, having said all this, let us now look at how we can get the weight of object in fluid here and the weight of object in fluid there. We simply use this relation. Upthrust in this fluid is equal to weight of object in air, this weight, minus weight of object when it's immersed in this fluid, and that will be weight of object in fluid. The same thing applicable here. Upthrust in fluid is equal to weight in air minus weight of object in fluid. Alright, so these are the major formulas that we need to use here. But we can use Archimedes principle in an application in such a way that we use it to find what is called relative density. Either relative density of objects or relative density of a liquid. So what is the relative density of objects? Relative density of objects is equal to density of objects over density of water. Now, this will give me, if I put volume of object here, density of object here, acceleration due to gravity, and do the same thing at the denominator, density of water, volume of object, density of water multiplied by acceleration due to gravity. Since I have density of object here, this is the weight of object in air. These formulas look alike. The major difference you will be looking at is the density. The density of object here and the density of water is here. When you have the density of object, you are talking about the weight of object in air. So this is the weight of object in air over upthrust on the object in water. Alright, but we have stated it clearly that upthrust is equal to weight in air minus, in this case, weight of object in water, and we have weight in air. So this formula could be used when a question is given. Now let's look at another formula. We'll look at another formula now. This is relative density of objects. Now let's look at relative density of a liquid. Relative density of a liquid is equal to density of liquid over density of water. Alright? Which is equal to volume of object, density of liquid, acceleration due to gravity, volume of object, density of water, acceleration due to gravity. So what do we have really here? You know that I said when you have density of objects, you are talking about weight in air of that object. When you have density of liquid, you are talking about upthrust, not weight. So that means the upthrust on that body when it is placed in a liquid is this one. So this is equal to upthrust in liquid over upthrust in water. Alright. Another thing that you may be asked to find, especially in your UTME exam, is the ratio of the density of object to that of the density of liquid. And how do you get that? You simply say density of object over density of water divided by density of liquid over density of water is equal to weight in air divided by upthrust in water, then all divided by upthrust in liquid over upthrust in water. This will give me density of objects, density of water times density of water, density of liquid is equal to weight in air over upthrust in water multiplied by upthrust in water over upthrust in liquid. This will cancel this will cancel this, and I have density of object over density of liquid, which is equal to weight in air over upthrust in liquid. So I have successfully derived all the formulas always really needed when it comes to Archimedes principle. Don't forget that upthrust is the same thing as weight of fluid displaced. So it means that V naught, density of object G, okay, this is for weight in air. V naught, density of water, acceleration due to gravity, this is upthrust. If you remove G, it then remains mass of fluid displaced. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this video. This video is from Tutopedia Tutorial Center. We are located at Agbowo, very close to University of Ibadan. Please, I'm begging you, do not forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching the video.